Hey there Seeker, welcome back to Wild Lotus Tarot and to your weekly intuitive tarot reading. Just to let you know that all the June monthly readings are now live on my channel. I'll put the playlist here so you can jump directly into yours. By the end of this week I will have all the abundance updates done as well for you. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram and on TikTok. All the links that you need are below this video, including the link to my website should you want to arrange a personal reading or healing for yourself. I am available for those and would absolutely love to read for you. So I'm wishing you a week full of love and magic. Let's head across to your reading now. Hi there Gemini, welcome back to Wild Lotus Tarot and to your weekly intuitive reading for June 21st to the 27th. Gemini, let's see what might be on the cards for you. We are getting started here with the Work Your Light Oracle. We will then move on to the Moonchild Tarot and we'll draw a lead tarot energy to guide the reading from that deck. And I'll then go to the Rider-Waite and the Starchild Tarot Akashic series for your tarot positions. So let's get the oracles out and we'll start with those, Gemini. We've got, first one out, Mirror. Who or what is triggering you? Now this is an interesting one, you know, the feelings that arise within us, you know, when we're in the presence of another person or a situation. Usually our first response is to project that back at the other person, at the other party, when really it is an indication that there is something unresolved within ourselves. So when we're being triggered, you know, that person is just offering, you know, the stimulus for dredging up something from the past, that feeling, that charge. It's often from childhood. So you might be, you know, triggered by somebody this week. What part of yourself can you reclaim and own through that? And through generally, these are the things that we hold in our shadow side that we don't want to look at, that we've kind of abandoned within ourselves. By shining the light on them through the kind of mirroring our relationships, you really help us with this, then we can begin to acknowledge it and heal it. And that's how we kind of transmute those emotions. Break the chain, ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. Yeah, I mean, it could have been something that you've adopted or inherited through, you know, your parents' line. Often we learn to respond and react to situations in the same way that our family members have, and then it becomes our pattern. But actually, it wasn't. You know, it's been caused much deeper in the past. So it says here there could be a repeated cycle. Maybe the way you love, maybe your attitude towards money, maybe a pattern of self-sabotage. Whatever it is for you, there is something here to be looked at and healed, and in doing that, Gemini, you actually rewrite the future because you're changing the energy that you're projecting out there into the world. Let's get one lead tarot energy, please, for Gemini. If we could sum up the week in one tarot energy, can we have that card, please, for the Gemini Collective? Gemini Collective, it's this one here. And it is the Sun. And I'm going to take that one with it as well, which is the Death card, because it is the first one I saw when it is flipping. Now this is interesting. So we have got the end of the cycle and a hugely positive, bright new time coming in for you, Gemini. So the Sun is associated with Leo, Death energy is associated with Scorpio. Those signs might be meaningful for you. But I just see such liberation, freedom in these cards after, you know, leaving behind, purging, releasing, allowing to pass a pattern that's just not meant for you anymore. It's just not serving you, rather. So I love these energies for you. The Death card with the Sun card as well can really be a huge healing in your life. You know, we can heal physical ailments. Some of you might have been through a health crisis or chronic fatigue or something like that. This is really about healing that cycle physically, but we can also heal areas of our lives, right? Heal our relationships, heal our relationship with money, all these kinds of things. Sometimes we're healing a relationship with place as well. So I'm kind of sensing that something big to be released. It's transforming your life in some way. The Sun, you know, absolutely means that there is a brighter chapter starting for you, and that you are moving into more positive times. Now, a very specific and important message for maybe just one of you. This combination of cards can mean the passing of a loved one after a really long health battle or struggle, you know, with pain and that kind of thing, and them being called back to source. So that's just for some of you a very important message. But for many of you, this is really looking at something in your life that is not serving you, and by releasing that, you're really moving into strong liberation and a much more positive chapter. Okay, Gemini, okay, let's bring in the energy of the recent past. It's there already, 9 of Cups in reverse. Yeah, so it's time to get that in the upright, guys. I feel like whatever this pattern is, it has hindered you from achieving, and also achieving like true happiness and fulfillment. So let's, yeah, 7 of Cups. Sun is at the bottom of the deck here. Let's get the outcome. The outcome, please, for Gemini. Yes, the Magician. The Magician is really the fact that, you know, you're the one that can make this happen. It's up to you to transform things here. Gemini, I do have the 9 of Swords here. It's an energy that we will need to watch. Two of Cups. So for many of you, this is in your relationships. And it doesn't have to be just in your romantic relationships. Obviously, it can be in friendships and that kind of thing. 10 of Swords. Now, I saw the 10 of Swords in the Rider-Waite peeking out before. I knew that was potentially, you know, going to be a key energy here. Taking that 9 of Swords to the 10, closing the door so it's not hanging around anymore. 8 of Swords. So we've got 8, 9, and 10 of Swords. Nine of Pentacles. One more. We've got the Star. Absolutely beautiful energy. Okay, I think we've got enough here. We've got the 8 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck here. It kind of says to me that, you know, it's going to be a bit of work for you to move through this, right? It's never easy to leave behind patterns that maybe we have been a little bit responsible for, and really start the new. So here I've got the 2 of Cups and the 9 of Cups in reverse. So Gemini, some of you have had a pattern in your relationship that's really, one, stopped you from really achieving the full amount of connection, that deep kind of heart-centered energy in your relationships. For others of you, there may have been a struggle with actually attracting aligned partners, is what I'm hearing. You might have had, you know, a lot of relationships that have been, you know, okay to pretty good, but there's never really been that very, very deep soul kind of connection. And that can be because we are actually attracting partners, Gemini, from subconscious scripts that we're running, rather than, you know, really clearing away the past stories, so that we can really attract somebody, you know, with that Magician energy, like actually manifest somebody, actually attract someone that aligns with our truth, that shares the same values and that kind of thing. So that's what I'm really feeling there, Gemini, with those cards. But I feel like there's been like a light shone in on that, right? The Sun, and all of a sudden there might be an aha moment through that mirror. You know, finally there's been a situation that's kind of mirrored it back to you, and now you really know, you know, what you need to do here. And there is something to be released. Like some of you might need to release a current connection or situation so that you can really bring in the new. Sometimes we have to clear the slate, that death energy first. So that's what I'm sensing with those cards there. And there is a real sense of this being tied up with your call back to personal power and high vibration as well, Gemini. So current or focus energy, I've got the 7 of Cups, 10 of Swords, 9 of Pentacles. So I feel that whatever this pattern is that you have been running, it's what's been responsible for things not materializing in your life. And it's not just in partnerships. Yeah, we can see here that you haven't achieved the kind of maybe deep friendships, connections, romantic partnerships. We haven't attracted soulmates here. But when we're running that energy in relationship sector, you know, it's all connected and it can flow into our career as well, you know, choosing place to live in, sense of belonging. When one area of our life is off, generally that thread, I'm seeing a river like going out, you know, lots of little streams going out into the ocean. It will connect to other areas of our lives. So I'm kind of feeling like there's been the sense of not really being able to materialize the life that you desire across the board here. There's been confusion as to, like, why is it always me that's kind of missing the mark here? Why can't I have the success that other people have? Why can't I just be, you know, abundant and achieve and that kind of thing? The cards are saying, well, 10 of Swords. We really need to end something here, right? You've carried this burden, this weight for long enough. And as soon as we clear that, you know, there's going to be an acceleration, one, in your physical health, and two, in just your overall energy vibration. Actually, it's the energy vibration that's going to increase the physical health, but also what you're actually attracting into your life. We need to move into the Nine of Pentacles energy, which is this kind of like butterfly emerging sensation. So some of you might have actually been through like as well as a health crisis, like there could have been a round of depression or something like that, just about getting trodden down by life. Always I'm hearing serving up the same meal to you. But once we kind of release whatever this is, and you might say, well, how do we release this? There's certain things that can help you. You could see a Reiki practitioner to have like an energy clearing and realignment. You can, by noticing that pattern, you can make sure that you make better choices next time, right? And begin rejecting the energy, the types of people, the types of situations that have that similar feeling, that similar flavor, right? We're beginning to say no to it. We're beginning to not allow that into our energy field. And slowly but surely, we actually change our whole energetic vibration, and that begins to reorganize our external reality. And that's what I see in these cards here. First of all, there's that Two of Cups again. I'm feeling that for some of you, there could be a partnership that needs to be released. Like, you've realized this pattern, but then it's like, okay, I'm actually in the thick of it right now. I feel like there is some stress and tension about releasing yourself from a partnership that has a sense of entrapment about it now. And it's by recognizing this pattern that you can really liberate yourself from it. What we need to make sure is that we don't get caught up in the cycle of stressing and overthinking and staying up at night and wondering what to do, that we actually make, quickly progress strong decisions to move it to the Ten of Swords and release it if we need to. Otherwise, it can really start to go back into that pattern of physical and mental burnout again. And what I'm most excited about here, Gemini, is at the end of the reading, the Magician and the Star. Wow, okay. Aquarian energy. And we have, the energy of Mercury here. This is about... Sorry about that, Gemini. That was a flat battery. This is about transforming your reality and stepping back into control of your life. With the Magician energy, there is a message that it's probably going to need to be you, Gemini, that initiates this. Like, I don't see any towers here. A tower can be when either the universe is kind of creating a circumstance to free you from a situation, or maybe somebody else has that's outside of your control. But with the Magician, it's saying you need to step into control. It's up to you to recognize the areas of your life you need to work on, and then take the inspired action. Like, if we just recognize a negative pattern that we're running, but we don't do anything differently and we don't change anything, we will actually, keep attracting the same thing. We actually need to slowly start, like I said before, creating a boundary between ourselves and that energy by making better decisions, etc. So the Magician knows that by slowly doing that work, that's the inner alchemy, right? Slowly running a different energy, slowly only allowing into your life what feels really good. That's the litmus test, right? Does it feel good? Yes. Green light to go. Does it feel off, out of alignment, not very good? Then it's a no. And that little test there about everything starts to kind of reshape your reality. So that's what I'm seeing there. And then with the star energy, it's like you begin to manifest your hopes, dreams, and wishes, right? What you've wished upon a star for can start to come to you. Some of you are going to need to go through some kind of healing, and I'm not hearing healing like what you've just been through, but just a kind of a like acknowledgement and acceptance of, okay, I'm done with that cycle, now moving into the new, and I'm keeping on reminding myself of that all the time so I don't slip backwards. But you're moving towards those, that divine wish fulfillment here, Gemini, but it's really going to be up to you to stay in the role of the alchemist of your life. Okay, Gemini, well, I am going to leave it there, and I do hope you found this reading helpful. If it is for you, do keep in mind it's a general reading for the collective, so it may or may not resonate for you in its entirety. Feel free to drop me a comment. I do read them all, guys, and I try my best to interact and respond with you all over there as well. Helps me get to know you guys, connect with your energy, and see what the collective themes are. Has been a pleasure to read your cards. I will see you back here next time. Have a great week, Gemini. Bye for now.